Welcome to Newark Airport, where we will embark on a non-stop journey to Honolulu in United Airlines domestic first class. First up, how did I book this flight? I used cash to pay for the one-way flight for my wife and I. The initial cost would have been $2,747, but I used $500 I had in my United Travel Bank, which I had received through my annual airline incidental credit of my American Express Hilton Honors Aspire card. This brought the price down to $1,123.50 per person. Our flight was scheduled for 8:45 a.m. and Terminal C was very busy in the morning. But the Premier access that came with our ticket ensured we didn't have a long wait at check-in or security. In my eyes, there is no logic to the branding of classes on US airlines. Our ticket for this 10-hour flight was sold as first class. In reality, you need to expect less than what is offered on an international business class flight that lasts half as long. The first area you notice this in is lounge access, as in there is none included in the ticket. But we were able to enter the brand new United Club due to our Star Alliance Gold status with Austrian Airlines. The space is massive, bright, and airy. There were many different seating options to work, eat, or relax. They had a full bar and a large buffet that offered make-your-own breakfast burritos and other hot breakfast sandwiches. The place was quite packed, which made filming quite difficult. Last but not least, the tarmac views during this sunrise were pretty awesome, and I could get a glimpse of the Boeing 767-400 that would take us to Honolulu. Boarding commenced with a bit of a delay, but we were soon on our way to the plane. United's Boeing 767-400 aircraft are equipped with 39 business class seats in a honeymooner-friendly 2-1-2 configuration. These are the oldest business class seats that United has to offer, and in all fairness, they are currently retrofitting all 767s to have a much nicer 1-1-1 configuration with true up-to-date Polaris pods. No masks were required, but we were handed a sanitizing wipe upon entering the aircraft. So here we are in the dated first class cabin, which is good for couples traveling together, which is often the case on flights to Hawaii, and quite awful for solo travelers. Privacy is very much lacking, especially in the middle seats. Let's take a closer look at my seat. There are no individual air vents. Below the 16-inch IFE screen, there is a small shelf for a bit of storage. The footwell was slightly larger due to the bulkhead, and legroom was not an issue in this seat. The seat controls are on this side panel, and right below them, the tray table deploys. Moving further back, you'll find the IFE remote and literature pocket. Behind my right shoulder is the only other storage space of the seat that also houses the headphones and headphone jack, USB-A port, and international charging socket. The seat divider was stationary, too small to add privacy and too big to be non-intrusive. The left armrest can be lowered if you want to go to the restroom while eating or need more space for your shoulders when in bed mode. The headrest is adjustable, and the seat as a whole was quite comfortable to sit in. The 16-inch HD monitors can't be tilted, but worked just fine, and the entertainment selection was very decent. The headphones weren't very noise cancelling. I just stuck with my AirPods Max connected to the IFE via the AirFly Pro. Unfortunately, my seat was quite filthy. Maybe they're just waiting for that cabin refresh. For this 10+ hour day flight, Saks Fifth Avenue blankets and pillows were provided. On much shorter international flights, you also get a mattress pad and gel pillow. United's logic at its best. The amenity kit was very disappointing and only included earplugs, eye shades, and a toothbrush and toothpaste. Service started very slow. I noticed the left aisle was served with pre-departure drinks quickly. We had been in our seats for over 30 minutes when we finally could choose between water or orange juice in a plastic cup. It was time to say goodbye to New York and fly to paradise. Breakfast was served after takeoff. The tray table folds out to a large steady surface. We could choose between French toast or a warm croissant. My wife went for the latter, and we noticed that her tray was identical to mine minus the French toast. How is this a second choice? Anyways, it was okay for airplane breakfast and I ate it all. With the trays removed, that was the end of service. The business class lavatories are in the back of the cabin, meaning no one walks by your seat if you're in row 1. It was a tight fit and the bathrooms represented the age of the plane. Next to soap, there was face mist and garment groom. The cabin was kept dark throughout this complete day flight. When we opened the blinds to look out the window, we were told to close them again. This was most likely so that most passengers would sleep and the crew would have less to do. With little more to do, I tried out bed mode. The backrest and footrest can be controlled individually, a feature I appreciate. The bed is narrow, but the padding is comfortable. The provided pillow was a good size. Once reclined, you have access to a small reading lamp and a seat control quick function. The window seat footwell was slightly larger than the one on the aisle. Throughout the flight, I managed to catch a flight attendant passing by once and ordered a glass of champagne, which was not chilled properly. After that, I had to get out of my seat every single time I wanted a glass of water, since the crew simply stayed in the galley with the curtains closed the whole time. Before landing, we were served a teriyaki burger. While tasting better than it looks, it tasted nothing like teriyaki. All in all, I was very disappointed in this flight. I knew of the domestic travel shortcomings beforehand, like the lack of lounge access, the amenity kit, bedding, and I also knew about the dated seats. I had set my expectations to accommodate these questionable circumstances. But the non-existent service was even below economy standards, and this flight was sold as first class. No one should have to get up and go to the galley every time to ask for a glass of water on a 10-hour flight, let alone when you're in row 1 and have the flight attendant right in front of your nose. There was nothing premium about this experience. The non-stop alternatives on this route are with Delta in a 1-to-1 older Delta One seat configuration or Hawaiian Airlines in their dated 2-to-2 configuration. Once United has refurbished all planes, they will have the best seats on this route. Let's just hope they improve their service and rethink their cutbacks on long-haul domestic flights that don't make any sense. Have you had better experiences flying domestic with United? Let me know in the comments. We flew to New York in true first class, Emirates first class to be exact. To see how I booked that special flight and how the experience was, check out this video. With that said, thank you for watching, happy travels, and see you soon.